outside of that. God won't let them do it. The second is by being subject to an evil spell or curse. A curse or spell is the intention of harming others through demonic intervention. In these cases, the person again is not culpable for falling prey, since it is done by another person using the demons. This is why things such as witchcraft, sorcery, spells, bindings, evil eyes, and maledictions are so dangerous. And by maledictions, we mean even when parents curse their children. I know a gentleman who's possessed now because his father cursed him. This has become very problematic in the last 40 years, and particularly in the last 10 years with the rise of witchcraft among teenagers and feminists. It's become a serious problem, especially among teenage girls who are kind of getting involved in it because it's kind of a fad in certain places. There is sometimes a distinction made between two kinds of witchcraft, white witchcraft and dark witchcraft, and even that is distinguished in two distinctions. What does that mean? Well, it means this. There is a distinction that says, well, there's white witchcraft, which is actually just, where you fake things. You do this magic, and you fake, making the ball disappear when in point of fact all it did was go down into the table, etc. And that type of magic is perfectly acceptable. I mean, it has a legitimate entertainment value, and there's nothing wrong with it as long as somebody doesn't intend anything disordered by it. But then that's distinguished from black magic, which is trying to get demons involved in order to achieve something. That is distinct from another distinction which is made, very often here between witches. They'll say I'm a white witch, which means I use witchcraft in order to achieve good things. It's not how it works. And whereas a black witch is one who does evil things. That's just not how it works. Any time you make use of incantations and things like that to bring something about and say, oh, this is power of nature. No, it's not. Nature doesn't have the capacity to do these things. If they did, it would be part of physical laws and we'd be able to figure it out and do it. It doesn't do that. Rather, this is a case of somebody performing some type of act of witchcraft, and then as a result, hoping that I want to make my boyfriend fall in love with me, so they do this little thing that, little Miss Wicca over here has told them to do, and so they do this. And very often it ends up with people kind of having a possessed